Against Sexual Abuse has joined forces with the Canadian Sikh Network on this project. It's specifically designed to reach out to the Indo-Canadian community, and the hope is to begin discussions while being sensitive to specific values and cultural needs.
All these barriers, regardless of what they are, they must be overcome. They have to be overcome, because at the end, the most precious resource we have as parents are our children.
The initiative has so far received $100,000 in funding from Alberta's Ministry of Human Services.
Former Calgary Flames Sheldon Kennedy was also there. The government's new measures, already introduced in the House of Commons, promise harsher penalties for crimes against children.
This legislation also eliminates what have commonly been described as sentencing discounts for sexual predators. Those that have been convicted of multiple child sex offenses. This is crucial. And I say that because it means that sexual predators will receive sentences that take into account each life that has been devastated.
The government says since 2010 it has provided more than $10 million for new or enhanced child advocacy centers, including the Sheldon Kennedy Centre here in Calgary.
And in all communities, one group is taking steps to lift the veil of secrecy. As David Boucher reports, Calgary's Indo-Canadian community wants to end the suffering for children.
Sometimes the hardest steps are the first steps.
It takes a lot of courage for the Punjabi community to have partnered with us, and I think a lot of courage for us too.
CASA, or Calgary Communities Against Sexual Abuse, is working with the Canadian Sikh Network to bring child sexual abuse out of the shadows. And while it's difficult to know exactly how prevalent the problem actually is in Calgary's Indo-Canadian community, a government study in India provides an indication. It found 54% of children in that country are victims of sexual abuse.
If that's what it shows, then in a government study, then who knows what the real numbers would actually be.
CASA, working with the Community Advisory Committee, has produced a series of posters with messages in Punjabi. They will be distributed at local businesses and gathering places, and they are aimed at breaking the silence by convincing people the problem won't go away by ignoring it.
The hardest thing that we're trying to figure out is how do we dig so deep down and uncover that and let people know that it's okay to talk about it, no one's judging you.
A key is developing trust, something that takes time.
We've worked really hard on those relationships, building trust with each other, and so the posters are really about everyone's input.
Human Services Minister Manmeet Bhullar says his department has provided a $100,000 grant for the awareness and prevention campaign.
This announcement is one of the most critical announcements, and this is one of the most worthy things that I have ever supported in my life.
David Boucher, Global News.
Some of the provincial grant money has been used to hire a program coordinator who will also provide frontline services. CASA also plans to follow the poster campaign with a video. Pricey groceries